Alright, welcome to Highroad to Gairloch, bar by bar. I just published this tune right now. It's on our box, so you can find it on the file sharing. Starts out, we have our first bar is, instead of 11 stroke roll, we just have dot and cut 8th note. So instead of the nice even one and, we have one and, one neanda, one neanda, one neanda. And so the first bar with that other bar phrasing there is just one and a, one and a, one and a, one and a two, one and a two, one and a two. With those two together, sounds something like this: 1, 2, 1, and 1, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Sorry, 1, 2, and 2 and 1, 2 and that last 2 16th notes are going to be a beginning of paradiddle. So that paradiddle starts in the beginning of bar 2, and then we have a flam on the 8th note on the middle of the beat into a 13 stroke roll. Sound like this: 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 2 and 2 and. With those two bars together, go like this: 1 and 2 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 2 and 2 and one more time and. Now the next bar 3 starts off with an 8th note into a offbeat paradiddle, and finishing off the second beat with 2 more 16th notes, dot and cut. And so it goes like this: 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 1 and 2 and 1 paradiddle 1 and 2 and 1 paradiddle 1 and 1, 2 and 1 paradiddle 1 and 2 and 1 paradiddle 1 and da 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 da. And then bar 4 has 2 16th notes, second one having a flam, and then really quick there'll be a 7 stroke roll to get onto beat 2. Sound like this: 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 2 and 2 and. And so that last left that I just played is the pickup note that you'll see at the end of the bar 4 there. So that 2 bar phrase will go like this: 1 and 2 and 1, 1 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 and. Really good. First line together, whole thing: 1 and 2 and. And 1 and 2 and. time. 1 and 2 and. And now bar 5 has 7-stroke roll, and beat 2 is a 7-stroke roll and a triplet. Go like this: 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Bar 6 is 7-stroke rolls hand to hand, so that's where those accents will come in. Goes like this: 1, 2, ready, go. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Oh, hang on. Okay, carrying on with bar 6. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Then the ending, or I guess that 2-bar phrase together goes like this: 1 and 2 and 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 1 and 2 and. Now bar 7 and 8, and the ending for the whole tune goes bar 7 like this: 1 and 2 and 2 and. So it's 16th notes with a triplet diddle, sort of offbeat. But a similar movement to what we've had in Sweet Maid already. So that first movement: 1 and triplet, 1 and triplet, 1 E triplet, 1 E triplet, 1 and triplet, 1 and triplet. And then the second movement: 1 and 2 and 1 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 E and a 2 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E and. Oops, sorry. 1 and 2 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E and a 2 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a. So those two together: 1 and 2 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 and 2 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 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 1 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 2 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a. And then it's just a 13-stroke roll, beat to beat. And that last 8th note will be the pickup note for the rest of the tune. So that ending together goes like this: 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Now the whole last line, and then we'll play the whole first part. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 2 and 1 and 2 and Very good. Let's try our whole first part. Ready? 1, 2. Very good. Alright, part 2. First bar of part 2 starts out with a 7-stroke roll and into an 11. No accents, but you'll see we're going to crescendo in the 7 and decrescendo the 11, and then head right into bar 2. It'll go like this. 1 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 2 and 1 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 more time and 1, and that's good. Bar 2, second part, is just the same as bar 5 in the first part, so a 7-stroke roll, and then a 7-stroke roll triplet. Let's try it a couple times. 1, 2. 1 and 2 and 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 2 and. Excellent. Now bar 3 and 4 in the second part are exactly the same as bar 3 and 4 in the first part. Let's try them both together a couple times. 1 and 2 and. Oh, I should say, sorry, the only difference, instead of entering it from the end of a roll, we have a flam. So it's going to be a roll triplet flam, and then into the same phrasing as above. 1 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Very good. So that actually means we've already done everything in the whole second part. The bar 4 and 5, bar 5 and 6 are the same as bar 1 and 2. And then the ending bar 7 and 8 is the same as the previous bar 7 and 8. So let's just try the whole first line once, then the second line a couple times as well together. 1 and first line. 1 and 2 and 2 and 2 and. I've made a ghost note there. Sorry about that. Let's try the second line a couple times. 1 and 2 and. 1 and 2 and. Oops, 1. I played the first line. Second line. 1 and 2 and. I keep doing it. Sorry about that. One more time, I promise. 1 and 2 and. There we go. Let's just do the whole second part all together. With repeat. 1 and 2 and... Very good. And that's Highroad to Gairloch.